What's going on, guys? This is Dice Squad, the only show that zombies are breaking down the door for to see more of. I am Marshall Dice, known as Adam Campbell.
General Dice, Todd Evangelista.
And joining us on the set today is a brand new member of Dice Squad. Please welcome...
Conrads Thoughts.
Also known as...
Eric Magnuson.
So, General, what game do we have today?
Oh, we have a good one today. This is called Run, Fight, or Die. Now, this game was put out by 8th Summit Games, and it was developed by one of our favorite designers, Richard Launius, and he also designed Elder Sign and Arkham Horror and Detective Ace and many, many more. I can't even remember all the ones he designed.
So generally, most of his games are developed more on the occult and zombies and horror and stuff like that.
I would say everything that he wants to do. He does like H.P. Lovecraft. He does like all of those kind of horror things, but he likes them because they offer a good theme. When he creates a game, he wants it to tell a story. He wants there to be one person trying to survive against the zombies, or he wants 8 people to go through a town and to try and destroy all the monsters that are running loose in the town and to close the gates in the town. So he's had many successes and is a very famous designer and one of my favorites.
Alrighty.
But
well,
he designed Run, Fight, or Die.
Alrighty.
So what you do in Run, Fight, or Die, I think the box looks very nice, but it's very, on the back it should have a little more info and a little bit better description because it's a very nice game. And what you start off with are these 3 zones. Zone 3, 2, 1, and you pick a character. I have the country girl, but I want the prom queen.
Which I have.
But he took it first.
And Conrad Dice, what do you have?
I have the athlete.
The athlete, and
the athlete's special power is that he can use a bat to do multiple damage in multiple zones.
And the country girl's power is that she can roll 1 zombie die, re-roll a zombie die.
And the prom girl's ability is she once per turn, when you draw an event card, you may discard the first card and redraw it, keeping the second card.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of confusing. But
yeah, as we explain, it'll make a little more sense.
But he's going to explain it for us.
But each card has a couple of things on it, and has number 1 your hit points. Everybody has 5 hit points. That's standard. Then
which are these counters, right?
Those counters there are your wound tokens.
Oh, wounds.
So
gotcha.
as you get wounded, you take those wound tokens. Then you have also a dice combo bonus. So if you roll these dice and you accidentally roll this this combo, you get a special bonus. It really doesn't come up that often, but sometimes if you're really behind the 8 ball, you may want to take it and just try for it and hope for the best, because sometimes it can mean the difference between your character living and your character dying. In any case, what you do is you have yourself set up like this, zone 3, 2, 1, and then your character at the bottom. And when you set up the board, you put 4 zombies in zone 3, and then 3 in zone 2, and 2 zombies in zone 1. And then this is your character. And after you roll the dice, each turn they're going to move down, and a new set is going to enter zone 3.
So the zombies are trying to get you. They're coming closer.
They're trying to come in, and if they land on your card, each one that goes on your card deals a wound.
Which, if you've watched The Walking Dead, is not good.
Well, generally wounds aren't good. And in any case, what we're going to do is you have this gray die that you roll every turn. This tells you what's going on and the bad things generally that usually happen to you. The bloody hand, that's 1 damage. The smiling zombie guy, that means that 3 zombies move up 1 zone before you even start. The hand coming out of the grave, that means 3 zombies are added to your board. The good things that happen, quiet night. Normally, at the end of your turn, you add 3 zombies to Zone 3. But if it's a quiet night, you don't have to add those 3 zombies. If you have the amulet, you can either re-roll a zombie result or just change the die to whatever you would like. And the nurse, which is a hypodermic that heals 1 wound, or you can use it to move zombies back from Zone 1 to Zone 2. Maybe help you out a little bit there. And now, after you roll all these dice at the same time, after you find out the situation die, you now look at your other dice. Now, what we were talking about earlier is the bat. The athlete has a special bonus that the bat can do 1 damage in Zone 2 and Zone 3. For the rest of us, the bat does no damage in Zone 2 and 3 because they're too far away. And that is indicated on your board. In Zone 1, however, the bat does 2 damage and takes out 2 zombies. Now, if you have a gun, you can do damage in any of the zones, but only 1 damage. And if you have a runaway, fleeing result on your die, then, which is the yellow running guy, then you outrun a zombie and he falls back 1 zone. So he can fall back from Zone 1 to Zone 2 so that he doesn't attack you, or he can fall back from Zone 3 to off the board and he's gone, or just Zone 2 to Zone 3, which is kind of a tactical maneuver to maybe when they come down into Zone 1 they'll be even numbers so you can apply all your bats to them. And then we have the worst result on here is the red one, the zombie result. Because once you roll a zombie, that means you get 1 extra zombie at the end of your turn, and you cannot re-roll it. That's it. Too bad. And,
so sad.
Yes, very bad. Then we have what's called either the follower's result
Or the hippies.
Well, Conrad Dice calls it the hippies because they're all shaking hands, but it can also be called a search result. So the followers are, hey, let's join you, or you're searching for something and you can get bonuses for that. And then there's the Book of the Dead result. Now, if you roll 1 Book of the Dead, you roll 1 followers result, it's not that great. And you have to look at they only give you 1 results chart. But after you play it for about 15 minutes, it generally is pretty obvious what's going to happen. But if you get 1 hippie or 1 search, you get to draw a location. And locations are about 50% good, 50% bad. I just drew the Dark Woods, immediately draw an event and resolve it, but on your next turn you roll 1 less action die. So not too good for me. And just to show you, if you rolled 1 book, you get to draw an event. The event could be good, like this barricade, so later on I can use this barricade to help me. Or it could be bad, like you see somebody in the distance and you shoot at each other and you both take a wound. Yeah. And but if you roll more than 1 of those results, you roll 2 followers, either draw 1 follower, draw 1 location, draw 2 followers, keep 1 and discard the other for 3 followers, and the Book of the Dead gets even better. 2 Book of the Deads, you get a loot card, which are 100% good. Molotov cocktail, highly recommended. Takes out the middle row.
Now that Book of the Dead, we're kind of going into Army of Darkness here, Bruce Campbell stuff.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. Because again, it's to simulate all the zombie movies. Yeah. And then in this one, the 3 followers. If you get the 3 Book of the Dead, you clear a zone of zombies.
So you can go like that, for example.
Mm-hmm. Generally you want to pick your best, your most numerous zombie area.
The area that looks most like the Thriller video.
Yes, we call, when you get 5 in every zone, we call that a thriller, because it's looking like the Thriller video.
Excluding Michael Jackson.
Well, maybe he's in there. Who knows?
Yeah.
And then we have, and then if you get 5 5 Books of the Dead. You choose one of the following. You heal all wounds.
That's very rare.
Yeah, you really don't see that coming up that much. But if you have the amulet, you can change one of your dice to something else. So that's pretty much it on how to play the game.
Well, General,
the only thing that we have to talk about is
who's the big guy?
Hang on.
All
the followers are first. Because when you draw a follower, these followers are not always that helpful. And the more helpful they are, the less victory points they give you. Because the goal of this game is not necessarily to survive. And if you die, you lose. But
like in real life.
Of the followers, of the people who are left, the ones who survive, they have to compare victory points. And your victory points are made up of, number 1, how healthy you are. So you can have up to 5 victory points for your health. Number 2, most importantly, your followers. They give you victory points because if they're not that helpful, in fact, if they're hurtful, like the screaming cheerleader who draws zombies every round because she won't shut up, then she gives you a lot of points. Or perhaps the congressman who says, hey, I'm the congressman, and you don't get any rerolls. He tries to take over so you don't get any rerolls. And he gives you a lot of points, but he hurts you too. So now we can talk about
the big guy.
Now this was for the Kickstarter. And he is the Mutant. For the Kickstarter, they made a figure of the Mutant.
And we're not talking X-Men.
No, he's really the cause of the problem.
He's very Cthulhu-like.
If you just get the game, you just get this big token. And what happens is, at the end of your turn, you're going to draw these mutant cards. They are horrific regeneration, command zombies to attack, radiation's attacking you.
And you like take extra wounds.
You'll take extra wounds. But the good part is, he has some hit points that you stack up on him. And if you get the gun results, you can shoot him. And you go from this to this side, which says 1 victory point. So every time you wound the mutant, you get a victory point. You don't get any more for killing him, but the fact that he's gone away is really a benefit to everyone. And if you can empty the cup of these wound tokens, these victory points, then everybody wins. So, because the mutant is destroyed and the threat is ended. So we've talked about the loot and the Molotov cocktails and the medical kits and all the things in there.
All the good stuff.
We've talked about some different powers. What we haven't talked about is the fleeing card. You don't pull the fleeing card that often, but if you find yourself after the first roll and you have 3 zombies
or more,
go ahead and draw a fleeing card so that you can re-roll all your zombies. These fleeing cards are 100% bad, but they allow you to re-roll those zombies. So this one says, add a zombie to your zone 3. Well, that's only 1 zombie. If you re-rolled 3 and you didn't get any, that's a plus on your event there. Also, we didn't talk about this black die. It's an extra die that comes with the set, and certain followers, certain locations, certain events will allow you to roll this black die with the rest of the dice. It has 2 zombies on it, so it can be a double-edged sword. And it doesn't have any Book of the Dead on it, so
it's a big risk to take.
It's a big risk, but if you can get another gun, or you can get another bat. That's good.
Another flea,
yeah. That's
another
good.
hippie.
So, General, what your thoughts on this game?
Well, it was an immediate buy for me. It was $50 when I picked it up. I'm not sure what it's retailing for now. I think that's MSRP. But then I spent another $50 on my mutant zombie because I didn't get in on the Kickstarter. But yeah, well, they're not going to make any more of him, so I had to get him because I really like the game and we play it a lot. So I'm quite happy with it. I've had it out for all kinds of people. The only thing I would criticize it for is it needs to be tougher.
Yeah.
You should play this game for about half an hour and then somebody should die.
You're telling me zombies, the apocalypse, mutants aren't enough for you, General?
If you get enough loot cards, you can handle pretty much anything the game is going to throw at you.
You're like Daryl Dixon if you have those.
you are able to mow people down with these loot cards, but if the followers can hurt you, but sometimes you can deal with them. But eventually, you feel like, okay, I can take what's being handed out. Then you'll get a card that says full moon. Add 1 extra zombie to so you're getting 4 zombies instead of just 3. There's another one that if you use the gunshot, you get an extra zombie. And I think those almost need to come out sooner to really put you behind, like you should feel at all times that you are
in danger.
Yeah, in danger. You should feel pressured. And mostly what happens is you push a bunch of guys back from zone 1 into zone 2 and you feel like, oh, okay, I lived. And then they all come down and now you're facing 10 in zone 1 instead of 5. And eventually you can't kill 10 and they just come and they swarm and you die.
You die and the game is over.
And the game is over and whoever has the most
one person dies.
Yeah, whoever has the most victory points wins. But I've played it a number of times. We've played it with women, we've played it with men, and children. And it only plays 4, which I think is good because the more that you have playing, the more downtime it is.
Yeah.
Because once you get, everybody knows what the dice mean. They roll them, they say, kill, 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 flee, push these 2 back, and then I'm going to face a lot next time, and hopefully I'll get 3 books of the dead.
Or I've got my loot card with the Molotov.
And 3 plus I had 2 zombies rolled, so I had 2 more. Your turn.
Yeah.
Those turns can go very quickly, so long as everybody knows what they're doing, which would have been nice if they had a couple more of these.
Yeah.
But you can easily make copies of it. It's not that difficult. And once you have it, you have it.
So, Conrad Dice.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on the game?
What he said, pretty much. Yeah, it's fun. It's a good. It's not too hard a game either. I mean, it's pretty easy and straightforward, and if you like zombie movies,
it does capture a lot of the zombie movie.
Yeah, it captures a lot of the tropes of the zombie entertainment.
Because you have these followers who are sometimes just
pains who don't really do anything.
they eat up your rerolls. They summon zombies from other players' things and put them on yours.
They're like the people who get killed first in every zombie movie, basically.
Yeah, sometimes you can also allow that to happen, that they get killed or discarded.
Yeah, and sometimes the locations aren't very good.
And I think it's a beer and pretzel game basically. It's not very heavy. It's really light. And do it.
Yeah, and you can it doesn't take too long.
I tell you what, let's do a run through.
Well, General, I would like to talk about the game.
Oh, okay, good. I was going to say you should do the run through.
Well, no, I was going to because I was just talking, because you guys I would like to talk about the game.
Go ahead.
The fact that you introduced myself and Polka Dice to this game.
Oh, that's true. That's right. We played it here.
So it's a pretty good game.
And, I mean, you usually win this game.
Well, because I had a little bit of zombie know-how with The Walking Dead and everything like that.
You kick butt at this game. Somehow, you're going along fine, then somebody will die, and he'll just pull out that 1 extra victory point. Oh, I got this one, too. Oh, I guess I win.
Well, I have learned from the best.
Yes. And so, okay, well, let's do this. Favorite zombie movie? Yeah, what do you think?
Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness?
Original Dawn of the Dead.
Original Dawn of the Dead. See, I was going to say Night of the Living Dead, but yeah, Dawn of the Dead is a little bit better.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm going to say King of the Zombies with Mantan Moreland.
well, we're getting off topic here, but General, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst, how would you rate this game?
I would say a 7, unless you homebrew some rules. I'd say if you start off with 4 zombies coming at you every time in the 3rd row instead of 3, it really puts the pressure on, and it makes the game just that much shorter, and it doesn't stick around. Like if you're playing this for an hour and 15 minutes, you just feel like, you know, it's rinse, wash, repeat.
Yeah. I don't know. I still like it a lot, though. I'd give it an 8 or a 9, probably.
Alrighty. I'd also give it, I'd give it an 8.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, 10.
But what we want to see is we want to see you play. Go ahead and you got a whole slate of zombies.
We'll do one roll.
Wait, he has to have the
You gotta have the you gotta have the gray one.
Alright, we'll do one roll.
Alrighty. So he's got the amulet.
He's got the amulet, so that means he can change one.
He can change one of the zombies.
He's got how many zombies? He only has 1 zombie, and now he's gonna get 2 rerolls after this. So
well, actually, I'm fine. I'm gonna smack these 2.
So you're not gonna even reroll.
Not at all. I'm perfectly fine.
Beat on the brat. With
but you can use the amulet to maybe change that follower result to a gun.
Or maybe.
All right, I'll do the gun then. I'll change to a gun. I'll do 2 gunshots. I'll take out 2 zombies in zone 2, and then I'm good.
And then he gets was that a location or a follower?
And he gets He gets a location.
All right, so I'll get a location. All right, I got the Dark Woods.
Oh, that was mine here. You get
okay. I got the high school. At the start of your next turn, add the black bonus die to your attack rolls.
Yeah, not bad.
So
okay, so move your guys down.
All righty.
And you would normally get 3, but you have a zombie result, so you get 4.
All right, so I got 4 in zone 3.
Mm-hmm. You're on the hamster wheel. You killed 4, and 4 came back.
Well, they just keep coming.
They just keep coming.
That's right.
All right, so we got to jet out of here.
Well, we got to jet out of here. We got to go fight some zombies, man.
That's right.
But in the immortal words of Bruce Campbell, and I quote, from all of us here at Dice Squad, this is Marshall Dice, known as Adam Campbell.
And General Dice, Todd Evangelista.
And Comrade Dice, Eric Magnuson.
And we all say, hail to the king, baby.
Also, shop smart. Shop as smart.
In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. For those who worship evil's might, beware my power, Green Lantern's light!
Also red.
How's it going, guys? This is Marshall Dice, known as Adam Campbell.
General Dice, known as Todd Evangelista, also Red Lantern.
And just around the corner is AnCon, right, General?
That's right. When is it?
Well, you tell me.
I believe it's May 15, 16, and 17.
2015.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Where?
At the Clarion Inn in Hudson, Ohio.
Where, guess what?
I don't know.
We'll be there.
Oh, we're there.
That's right, doing live podcasts. We'll be doing interviews, signing autographs. We're going to be doing everything.
Right, including recording our show live.
That too. So we want to see you at the Clarion Inn in Hudson, Ohio for AnCon.
And guess what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to get a new shirt.
What?
That's right.
That is also right.
I always wear my AnCon shirt. Now, I'll have 4 AnCon shirts.
But from all of us here at Dice Squad, this is Marshall Dice, known as Adam Campbell.
Todd Evangelista, General Dice.
And we'll see you later. Ha!
Also, ha.